Alan, I think I could copy and paste any interview with any coach over the past few years where we've played North Wales and it'd still be relevant with today's game.
Yeah, it's a different sort of game up here, isn't it? It was very similar to the game last year, and I felt the one last year was a real turning point in our season, negatively, and I'm hoping this will be positive. Faced a lot of adversity in the first half, as you saw, and we did a lot of defending as well. Some of our scrambled defence was outstanding. Jimmy saved us a couple of times, I think Joe and Alfie, and just kept us in the game. Disappointed with the tries we conceded. Well, 2 out of the 3, one of them we know probably shouldn't have been a try. But to come out second half, challenged them at half time, spoke to them about, being in adversity, and this is where the top teams step up, and I'm delighted with the win, I really am. And really we should have kept him out second half. An interception on the hooter where Matty knows he shouldn't throw that, but we'll probably forgive him because I think he's put on 3 tries today.
First half started well, score first, and then obviously their first try was certainly a bit contentious.
Yeah, mate, it was a massive game changer. I thought it was on top and in a good position maybe to go 12-0. We'd weathered an early storm. We'd done well. We'd adapted our game plan. We had a game plan today. We were going to move the ball around, but with the ruck being as slow as it was, we'd adapted well. We'd cracked him a few times and a couple of tap downs, and yeah, obviously it wasn't a try, and I think it affected us. I said to you last week, we've got to be able to compete on what we can compete on. So as disappointed as we are, and there needs to be some questions asked on that one. We didn't handle it well, and it was 10-6, 16-6 before we'd really dusted ourselves down and got over that. To come back like we did, like I say, it's an outstanding result for us.
What did you say at half time? It was obviously frustrating first half, things not quite going to the plan that we'd set out during the week. Were you angry coming out of the changing rooms, or?
I was a little angry, yeah. There were some raised voices, but more just we had to simplify our game. We had to run harder, we had to tackle harder. We knew, we've got to be able to cop them decisions that go against us, and we need to be able to defend our goal line and cut those errors out. And when we did, and I challenged them at half time, and like I say, when we did, I thought we'd come out and we were outstanding. I think we were 12 points in the first 10 minutes of the second half. Defended our goal line exceptionally well at 18-16, and then kicked on and scored another couple of crucial tries. So if I'm honest with you as well, I go in, it's already been said, we've got some good leaders in there. Steve had said it, everyone recognised that they weren't where they needed to be, and it's not a lack of effort. This group will always give effort. It was just a lack of detail and smarts. Came out second half, wrestled well, defended better, completed, and that meant we could compete better with the ball. We still weren't perfect. A couple of 7-play sets, a couple of errors, interception at the end. There's so much more for this team, to give, and we need to get there.
Do games like this that are tight and it's in the balance till late on or anything, do they show you more about the character of your side than where you go and blow a side away?
Yeah, definitely massive run for character, and you'll get a lot of games like this here because they are coming good, and they are a well coached side and they're a big side, and there's some smarts around the players, some experience there. They know how to get decisions and slow the game down, and I thought the kid Fletcher played at half-back today. They look really good with him in there, and so we know that, and it will be tough teams coming here. I'd rather a game like this than a blowout, because those blowouts, they're not getting you conditioned for the bigger games. This was a big game, and they're not getting you ready for playoff games. So yeah, 100%. I'd like it to be a little bit less stressful, but that's probably on the team.
Yeah, it does. Obviously, the venue of the game was in the balance up until early on during the week. I know it shouldn't have a bearing, but does that have an impact on your preparation?
It does, I think. Listen, exceptional ground and facilities. But we've had Oldham, the game's on Saturday, the game's on Sunday, it's 1 o'clock, it's 3 o'clock, it's back to 3 o'clock on a Saturday, it's back to 1 o'clock, now sorry, it's 3 o'clock. We've had this where we don't know where the game is till Tuesday. It was at one place, then we were told it was definitely at their ground, then it was here. We're playing Midlands at Derby Rugby Union. Listen, we've got to get serious about this competition. There's 3 games in our league, this competition. We've got to start getting serious about it, you know, as a governing body. We've got to be serious. It's not fair on those supporters, you know, if you'd booked to stay in Wales this weekend because it's North Wales away, you know, it's a trek from Wales. You know, if you'd booked to stay in Chester and it was at somewhere else, you know, the same goes with the Oldham, and same goes for our lads. Some of our lads, if we're playing Saturday, they're working Sunday, or if we're working Sunday, they're playing Saturday. So I'm disappointed in the logistics, and that's, you know, I'm not having a crack at Crusaders. Everyone's doing it tough in this league, but maybe if we got a little bit more support, maybe if we had that support for those clubs and making sure that the governing body's working with those grounds and checking on them to make sure that their ground is complete in time and using their influence, if you like, these things can be avoided. So yeah, it's frustrating for coaches and players. Will play anywhere, anytime, but I feel for the supporters, and like I say, you know, it could have been, oh well, I can't play in Chester at half-2 because I can't get back for work, I've got a night shift or whatever, and then that presents a problem.
Tough games keep on coming, with Doncaster visiting South Leeds next week. They're the things that you coach for? Tough
Definitely,
games?
we're looking forward to it. You know, we're unbeaten at home this season, so that's on the line next week. Doncaster going well off the back of a real good win against Oldham, and they've had a week off as well, and brought some players in since that game. So yeah, we're looking forward to it. They're the games. You know, we're not going to finish top of this league. Dewsbury are going to win this league. You know, we've dropped too many points now. Doesn't mean we can't beat Dewsbury. So we've got to try and finish up as high as we can. And your Doncasters, your Oldhams, your Crusaders, your Workingtons, all those games are trying to make sure we qualify in a decent position come the playoffs.
Well, congratulations on today. Enjoy the result, and we'll regroup next week.
We will, mate. Just want to thank the fans today, especially at our time, got behind the lads. No one got on the lads' backs, and outstanding support. Away at Chester, and despite those logistic issues we had, shall we say?
Yeah. Cheers, Alan.
Cheers, Scott.